Arthur was a librarian. One day he received a heavy box in the mail. When he opened the box, he found a book written in Latin, Chronicle of Ambra. The book was by his uncle Alistair Finch. The book was written in strange symbols. But Arthur could read it, because it was the same secret language that his uncle had taught him as a child. A secret language for stories. He had been translating all night. He was shocked when he read the first page. It was not a history book. It was a prediction of the future. 7 events. 7 criminal acts. The first prediction was about an art theft in a museum, with every detail recorded, the date, the time, even the security guard's coffee cup falling. Watch, but don't stop. Bring the first key. At the end it was written, observe. And get the first key. The next Tuesday morning, Arthur was at the museum. His heart was pounding. At 10:15, exactly as the book said, a security guard stumbled and dropped his coffee cup. At that moment, the red light on a camera went out. A man took the painting of Titian out of its display case. Arthur did nothing. He just watched, just as the book said. Then he reached under a bench in the museum garden. There he found an old iron key. At home that night, Arthur thought, I didn't stop the crime. I didn't let it happen. I'm now a part of it. The second page of the book said that a journalist would die. The second key would be in his pocket. A week later, a journalist was murdered. Arthur was scared. He did some research and found that the journalist was writing about a secret experiment called Project Echo. Arthur broke into the journalist's office and found the second key. Along with it, he found an old cassette tape with Uncle Alistair's confession on it. After the third crime, the book sent Arthur to a desolate place, an empty house on the shore of a frozen lake. The book said, dig under that tree. The truth is buried there. Arthur cleared the snow, dug up the dirt. Finally, he found a plastic box. There was no money in the box. There were pictures. The pictures showed Arthur's fake parents. His fake childhood home. In the last picture, his uncle was standing behind a mirror, looking at a boy. The boy was Arthur. Arthur didn't understand. He saw an old picture of himself with a scar on his arm. Then he saw his real arm. There was no scar. He played the cassette tape. His uncle's voice came. The real Arthur was dead. We put his memories into another boy's mind. That boy is you. You are not Arthur. You are only alive with his memories. For Arthur, the world had fallen apart. His whole life, all his memories, were all lies. He was living someone else's life. Arthur now had 6 keys. The book said, you have the 7th key. That key is your choice. He was standing outside the secret laboratory. It was called Cognatrix. This was the place where he was created. He opened the door. Inside was a bright white light. The doctors were waiting for him. Arthur had 2 options. 1. Go in and learn the whole truth. 2. Run away and live a false life. The door was open. The light was falling on Arthur's face. There was fear, anger, questions in his eyes.